first. That's fine.
We wish to welcome you all here today. We ask that you leave your cares outside our circle. This is a holy place and a time out of usual time. Today we gather for a very special purpose. Today we acknowledge the mystery of the joining of two souls. This day Branden and Gerry publicly join their lives in the commitment of marriage. I ask you to remember that this sharing in your marriage is not at the expense of each partner's individuality. Rather, the uniqueness of each marriage partner is enhanced by the strength of the common bond. Marriage represents a mutual commitment in which each is the guardian of the other's solitude. And so you are about to enter into a union which is most sacred and most serious, requiring of those who enter into it a complete and unreserved giving of self. It will bind the two of you together in a relationship so close and intimately that it will profoundly affect your futures. That future with its hopes and disappointments, its successes and failures, its pleasures and pains, its joys and its sorrows, is hidden from your eyes. May then this love with which you join your hearts and hands today never fail, but grow deeper and stronger as the years go on.
Someone hasn't learned to share yet.
Yeah.
Generally, when you put one hand in.
Everything happens for a reason, and our meeting via case of mistaken identity is no exception. The day that you added me on Facebook, mistaking me for someone else, I not only gained someone who would prove to be my best friend, but also a reflection of my soul. Through the 10 years we'd known each other, things never seemed to be quite right with timing, though we both knew eventually we'd work out. Then, one day, everything just fell into place. In what since seemed like the blink of an eye, I was with someone who embodied all the qualities I could ever want in a partner. In the years we've been dating, I have grown to love you more and more with every passing day, each new dawn bringing to light another quirk of yours for me to admire. We've seen each other at our best and worst, and you've helped me become a better person. You push me to think outside of the box and encourage me to push on even when I feel like life is just a little too much. Never without a grin or a quick-witted pun, you've taught me how to smile again and fill each day with humor. I no longer dread waking up in the morning because I get to start my day with you. You're the one person in my life who can take a terrible day and turn it into the best day ever simply by being yourself. You have touched and kissed every scar and helped me learn how to trust, not only others, but myself again. I truly feel like I have found someone who does not complete me, for I am my own individual, but rather complements my quirks and geekiness. Also, I promise to always be your player too and let you beat me at fighting games. Sometimes. You are the home where my heart goes, and with every passing day, our love grows. You bring my mind peace in a way that no other person does, and I cannot wait to spend the rest of my life with you. In this, I make the following vows. I vow to cherish your every moment with you at both your Tandy 1000 HX 64K and your Apple III. After all, you're my rock, and I vow never to take you for granted. I vow to always learn with you and never stop chasing knowledge with you. I vow to always have your six and to do everything in my power to keep you safe. I vow to be with you through sickness and in health, and as we say to each other, never give up on you. I vow to keep that spark of childlike wonder and to see the magic in everyday things with you. I vow to never stop chasing you and encouraging you in everything that you do. I vow to hold space for you in all your passions and woes. I acknowledge your cracks, edges, and the things that you perceive as flaws, and I love every bit of them, for they come together to make you. You are my partner first and foremost, and in this, I do not own you, and you do not own me. You are an individual, as am I. While, however, it is my ability to do so, I will follow behind or beside you, whichever is warranted at the time. When you need guidance, I will lead, stopping only as we need to catch our breath, making our way through this winding road full of peace and long life. In closing, you, Jill Bernard Martin, are my favorite penguin and tastiest fish.
Breathe.
Yes, breathe.
Don't fall.
Yeah, don't push me backwards.
Don't block your knees.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, in the beginning, the before times, not that long ago, I was perusing Facebook, which was still a relatively newer thing in 2009, and slowly growing in membership, and noticed the profile of someone I swore I knew. When I saw that they had gone to the same high school I had, it didn't list graduation dates at that time, I figured I should definitely send a friend request. Turns out that was the best mistake I've made in my life. I say mistake, but it definitely feels like I've known Branden my whole life and just didn't know it yet. We stayed in contact over the intervening years through various life events for both of us. They moved back to Virginia back in 2017 to stay with the people that proved to be nothing more than just the biomatter donors that created Branden. After having to arm myself to literally rescue Branden from them, oh, and Chris, it was that one, I made a promise then that I would not let anything happen to them if it was within my power to do so. This ceremony is a literal, physical extension of the promise I made to them nearly 4 years ago. With that in mind, we both decided to make some promises to each other, which in weddingese are called vows. So with that in mind, here are what I'm promising Branden. I vow to never try to turn you into someone you are not. I'm marrying you because of how awesome you are and how awesome you'll continue to be. I vow to treat every part of you as valid, respected, and something to be appreciated. I vow to be there in sickness and in, well, I would say health, but I don't want to make promises I can't keep. I vow to make sure you have your own hobbies, fun, and friends outside of me. I know I'm amazing, but you need more emotional energy than just mine. I vow to support you in everything you want to do. I vow to always express my opinion on what you're doing and never just sit in silence with no explanation if I'm concerned or unhappy. I vow that I will participate in the cute and the whimsical, not because I have to, but because I enjoy it as well. I vow to make sure that you have the space and support to follow your dreams. You're a creator in every aspect, between art and writing to crafts and gaming. Honestly, I could go on for hours of everything that I vow to do with, for you and still not be finished. I can talk that long. While I am sure I would enjoy talking that long, we did promise the friends and family both here and online that the wedding wouldn't be that long. I will sum up my vows with a few quotes to hold to heart. The first one, I don't care about whose DNA has recombined with whose. When everything goes to hell, the people who stand by you without flinching, they are your family. And that's from Jim Butcher's character Harry Dresden in the Dresden Files. The universe is big. It's vast and complicated and ridiculous. And sometimes, very rarely, impossible things just happen, and we call them miracles, courtesy of the Doctor from Doctor Who. And a marriage is always made up of two people who are prepared to swear that only the other one snores. Sir Terry Pratchett in the Discworld series. You snore worse than me. So with that, I vow to give you my heart, my love. Consider it to be my shiniest pebble given to my favorite penguin.
Grayson, can you come help me?
Come on, buddy.
Way to go, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Can we get this?
Yes.
You can get just, okay.
Good job, buddy.
Okay.
That's great. Perfect. You are such a good helper.
Righty. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, wait just a minute. Just stand by.
Yep. You get to be a part of this too, buddy.
Okay, because they wouldn't be happy. Will you please repeat after me? Branden, I give you this ring to wear,
Branden, I give you this ring to wear.
not as a sign
Not as a sign
that you are in my possession,
that you are in my possession,
but that you are loved,
but that you are loved,
that I love you.
that I love you. Okay. Now don't drop it.
Okay, let's do this. There he is.
Yes, that's the left.
Okay, that's perfect.
At least I think it is. Yeah, that's the one.
I don't know what it is. It's great.
The books right there.
Yeah, it's part of me that doesn't.
Yeah, it is a bug right there. It's okay.
So Gerry, it's Gerry's.
Yeah,
He's
thank
gonna
you.
get it. He's gonna get it. Thank you. Gerry, I give you this ring to wear,
Gerry, I give you this ring to wear,
not as a sign
not as a sign
that you are in my possession,
that you are in my possession,
but that you are loved,
but that you are loved,
that I love you.
and that I love you.
Thank you, Gracie. You did a great job. This marriage is an event in the lifetime of the love. It is the love of Gerry and Branden that has united them today. They have found union with each other. They proclaim that union in our midst, in our presence, and proclaim its future. We, by our participation, do recognize and honor their intentions. And as this ceremony ends and a new life begins, let us join in a time of greeting and celebration. May you and your union both live long and prosper.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You keep me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
Yay! Would you like to recess?
Yes. Actually, I was never good at recess as a kid. I didn't play well with others.
Woohoo! Congratulations.
They're going to get a little AC, and everybody is invited to go next door for wonderful food and